Hello, I'm Thomas Finney. I'm an analyst here with Osprey Flight Solutions, and I'm here to take you through this week's update. Over the last week, a total of 2,205 incidents have been registered by the Osprey system, and the analysis team has published 37 alerts, of which 14 were critical. Efforts to bring an end to the resurgent conflict between Israel and Palestinian militant groups have so far failed to convince either side to commit to a ceasefire agreement. Subsequently, intensive rocket attacks on Israeli settlements and IDF airstrikes on Hamas targets in Gaza have continued for a second week. Notably, since the 13th of May, rocket attacks have also been fired into Israel from southern Lebanon, as well as 3 from southwest Syria bordering the Golan Heights. This development is a significant concern and dynamic that Osprey is actively monitoring. On the 18th of May, the Turkish Ministry of the Interior reported an attack on Diyarbakir Airport instigated by the PKK involving weaponized drones. Whilst there were no associated casualties or significant material damage, the incident is indicative of the dynamic security situation in southeast Turkey, which is evident from this Explore chart, and follows the publication of another alert by Osprey in early May warning of the potential for further attacks on aviation assets. Earlier this week, the Ghanaian National Security Secretariat launched an investigation into a criminal organisation which has been producing forged diplomatic and service passports. This activity has led to the arrests of several Ghanaian citizens at international airports in foreign countries. In pandemic-related news, several EU member states, including Italy and Greece, have reopened their borders to vaccinated travellers from low-risk destinations this week in a bid to revive their ailing tourism industries. Meanwhile, the European Parliament has continued to debate the finer details of its new COVID-19 certificate, which is set to launch in June. One particular sticking point includes disagreement over whether host governments should be made to foot the bill for testing outbound travellers who have not been vaccinated. On the other side of the Atlantic, the United States has laid out its ambitions to develop an arsenal of COVID-19 vaccines for export, as the success of its own domestic immunization campaign allows it to redirect domestically produced jabs to other global regions. The Biden administration has been upfront with admitting that the initiative constitutes a soft power play designed to reduce global reliance on vaccines produced by Russia and China. Over in Asia, the Civil Aviation Authority of Pakistan has issued a notification making it mandatory for all flight crews to undergo COVID-19 testing upon arrival at international airports in the country. And finally, infected crew are not the only hazard to have drawn the attention of the Pakistani CAA in recent weeks, after a series of incidents at Peshawar's Bashar Khan International Airport have necessitated the imposition of a ban on pigeon flying in a bid to prevent bird strikes. This also follows the introduction of a similarly niche restriction in 2020 when a ban on the sacrificial slaughter of animals near the airport was tabled in a bid to prevent carcasses attracting birds. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in to our next video for all the latest aviation security updates.